The limit does not exist.
Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a tag video. I'm going to be doing the Power of Makeup tag. This tag is a little bit old, but I've just wanted to do it for the longest time and just have not sat down and filmed it. So today I'm filming it. The whole point of wearing makeup is so that you can have the ability and freedom to play with your face and your looks and just kind of create what you want to look like for the day, and like that's what I love about makeup. So let's just hop right into the makeup. First, I'm grabbing the Murad Invisibler Perfecting Shield Primer. Also, you guys, my computer that I've been like using to edit my videos now makes this weird clicking noise. You can't hear it unless I'm trying to film a voiceover.
Okay, so next if I can find my beauty blender. My cats probably stole my beauty blender.
So next I'm going to be going in with the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. I decided that for this look, since we are doing like a comparison, I'm probably just going to do like really heavy makeup just so you can really tell the difference. Okay, so now I'm just grabbing a cool tone brown, like taupey color, and just putting that in my crease. And I'm going just a little bit above like where my eye actually creases so that you can see the color. If you have hooded eyes, you're going to want to do this so that you can actually see the color that you're applying. But there's definitely ways to get around makeup looks with hooded eyes, so don't feel discouraged. So I'm just putting that in the inner corner of the crease and the outer corner of the crease. Do you ever feel like you just have too much product and it's not blending enough and it's just like, just take like a plain brush and just go right over.
A plain brush, I mean a clean brush.
Alright, so next I'm going to be taking a little bit more of a warm brown color. And again, just putting that in my crease and just kind of blending it into that previous color that we just popped in there. So we're just going to blend that a little more towards the corner. Now I'm just putting this on my actual crease and a little bit on my lid. And then bringing it to this side and doing the same. And I'm using a reddish brown for this. All these shadows are Morphe, by the way. Actually, I'm probably just going to use the Morphe 350 palette for this whole look, because why the fuck not? Okay, so now I am taking a flat shader brush and I am dipping it into like a rose gold color. And I'm just going to be popping that on my lid in the center. This is going to bring attention to the center of your lid and really make your eyes pop. Basically, this is like contouring your eye. You're creating a shadow in the crease. If you don't have a crease, that's what you're doing. You're creating a shadow. And then where you're putting the light colors, you are taking away that depth. You're creating the opposite, I guess, of a shadow. So you're creating light and you're emphasizing that spot. So anything that you don't want to emphasize, like don't put a light color on it. So that's why like when you highlight like your cheeks and stuff, you do that because that's where the light is going to hit and it makes your cheekbone look higher. Alright, so I'm just taking that original brown color that we went with and I'm just going to be going on my lower lash line, but I'm not going all the way to the inner corner because I want to leave that part lighter to open my eye up more. That's one trick that you can do with makeup. You can contour and highlight everything in your face. Your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your chin, your forehead, anything. If you're doing a really, really extreme contour in person, yes, it's going to look like you have a line on your cheek. Like, because you do. So you have to really, really work on blending. If you're not blending, then it's just going to look like that you do have makeup on and that it is actually not a real contour. But on camera and on pictures, which is what we all see on like Instagram and stuff, like those hard contours, they look great on camera because they photograph as if it were a real shadow. Okay, here we go. This bottom lash line, but not all the way across. Alright, and I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that darker shadow that we used to darken up our crease, and we're just going to darken up like the outer half. I'm not even going to go past that, I don't think. Yeah, these. Alright, and from there I'm actually going to grab just even a little bit of a darker brown and just go in this area right there. Just a little. Yeah, cool. Alright, so next we're going to go in with a concealer. What I'm doing with the concealer is actually highlighting my face. So anything that we want to appear forward or like bigger or up, that's where we're going to be putting the lighter shades on.
And I don't even know if this is actually light enough for me. I just have... And anywhere you have like blemishes, I like dot those in there.
You guys, I don't know if this concealer is going to be light enough for my life. So now I am grabbing a little bit of this yellow from the Lorac palette and then also just the translucent setting powder. The yellow helps with dark circles, and then the translucent powder is actually really good for baking. And just setting that under my eye. And we're just patting. We are not rubbing because we don't want to move what we have on there. We just want to set it. For eyeliner, I'm just going to be using the NYC liquid liner. I literally go back to this liner every time I go back. It's like a cheap, like, I don't know, it just works. Alright guys, so this is the liner I have. I went with more of like a straight like line wing versus like a curved wing. There's so many different shapes you can do. Just play around with different looks on your eye and see what you guys like. I do this one the most, but I kind of switch it up sometimes too. I'm going to grab the Marc Jacobs black eyeliner, and I'm just going to be putting that on the inner corner of my eye, but not go all the way down. I'm just going to go right in the inner, like the tear duct area. Just to connect like that liquid wing down to my corner. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the Sephora Collection Gel Inner Rim Liner in Wide Eye. This is the number 3 nude color. And I'm just going to be putting that on the inner rim of my eye. And this just adds a little light to your eye, and it opens your eyes up a little bit because you're extending your skin or your eye color down. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with my brow pencil. I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow pencil in taupe. Yes. So this is definitely one thing, like brows literally can change your face. Like the power of makeup, like the power of brows, like seriously, they change your face so much. You can do these as dramatic or as light as you want. I enjoy a strong brow, but think with this pencil, I feel like you don't get as like cut of a look as if you were using the pomade or even the Brow Wiz. I feel like you get a little bit more of a gel look to it. So if you want a super natural brow, I would stick to powder or a pencil like this that you can go super, super light with. I feel like with the pomades, the product just goes on super heavy, which I personally really like, but I know some people don't want that. And then at the front here, I'm just going to be going up in little strokes, just mimicking like the natural hair growth. You usually want your ends to be a hair darker, but for some reason that just like doesn't happen to me very often because I just focus so much on like the shape of the front that it just gets too much product on it, but whatevs. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna be going in with a little bit of brow gel. This is from NYX. This is Tinted Brow Mascara, just to kind of lighten my front up. And if you guys ever want your brows to look maybe a little more natural, grab a color of like a brow mascara or any kind of like brow tint that is just like a hair lighter and put that through it, and it's like adding highlights into your brows. So I'm going to go back in real quick and darken up my lower lash line, because since I'm wearing lower lashes, I really want my lower lash line to be more smoky. Don't want fallout, so blow it out. I'm just going to fan that on my lower lash line. Realistically, this fluffy brush is way too fucking big, but oh well. So we're just going to blink all of the shadow that we just got in our eye around so it settles somewhere. Alright guys, so for lashes, I'm going to be using red cherry lashes. I'm going to be using the 502s for the bottom lash, and then for the top lash I'm going to be using number 47, which is Harper. I really like the red cherry lashes. They make a lot of dupes for like MAC lashes and like House of Lashes. Alright, so bottom lashes on. Bottom lashes feel really weird at first, like if you're not used to wearing them. So just be aware of that if you're going to try. Just know you're going to feel it. So next we're going in with the top lash. Just setting that on top and then positioning it in where you want it. Putting on lashes, you guys, is something, like, you can't just like be good at it. You have to practice a little bit. I would definitely recommend using a tweezers just to help you get closer in. Alright, you guys, so next I'm just gonna grab some translucent powder, throw that all over my face. I always like to use the translucent powder when I am setting my makeup so that I'm not changing the color of my foundation. So we're just gonna put this on to kind of set everything. And then we're going to start contouring. So I just lined my lips a little over, drawing them. All I do is take like the width of the actual lip liner that I'm using and just go right on the outside of my natural lip line. So not really drawing anything different, not really going outside of the shape very much. Just going one little teeny centimeter bigger. I'm going in with a satin lipstick from MAC, and this one is in the color Myth. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. Half of my face is done. And this is the regular. So you guys, yes, you can do a ton of stuff with makeup to transform your face. It's insane what you can do. So have fun with it. Play with makeup. See what you can create with like your facial features and different products. You can completely change the look of your face every day, which is so awesome, which is why I love makeup so much. Most of my brushes are either going to be Morphe, Sigma, or BH Cosmetics. Just because if you guys have watched some of my other videos, I do have the Live Glam Morphe subscription, which if you guys are trying to build up your brush kit or your brush collection, personal or for your business, Morphe is a great option. They're pretty inexpensive, yet you're going to get pretty good quality. Yes, some of them shed. Yes, every brushes from every brand are going to shed. I have super expensive ones from like Sigma and like some ones from MAC. They shed. Like after a few years of like using them, they shed. You're not going to find a brush that never will shed on you. Like some of my cheap ones don't shed, but I don't use them all the time. So it just, you have to keep them clean, you have to take good care of them, and all that. That's like another video. Anyways, I just hate it when people are like, well, do they shed? Yeah, yes. Does your head shed? Do you lose hair on your head? Does that mean your hair is bad? No, like it falls out. Like things fall out. Like this is literally held together with glue. Like things break. Especially if you're using it on a daily basis and you're washing it and you're getting water in there and blah 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 blah. Anyways, brush rant over.